Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. We're here at 8th Cloud Expo, New York. We have with us Anand from Impetus Technologies, one of our, well, not oldest partners, one of our most favorite partners. Anand, welcome to Cloud Expo.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for having me here.
We know, of course, Impetus, very big in the big data space. I am going to cut right to the chase, Anand. I know things are going well with you. I've talked with your colleagues. Can I just ask you, what is a really good example of what is it you're doing and who you're doing it for? So we can really plant that in the seed, that seed in the heads of people watching.
I'll be happy to do that. So we recently spoke about a very important breakthrough case study with a company called Pitney Bowes that a lot of people might know.
Huge company.
Yeah. And one of their breakthrough product that they announced is Volley. It's called VOLLY, Volley.com. And it's a digital mailbox solution where you're transforming your USPS mailbox and all the contents coming into it into a digital version. Okay. And imagine the magnitude of that with hundreds.
That is zillions. Whatever's beyond petabytes, I can never remember.
Exactly. So hundreds of millions of users accessing their personal mailboxes online. So you need the security, you need massive scale, you need obviously a cloud deployment, a hybrid private-public cloud deployment. And there's a lot of first-time challenges that we came across in that whole process. And we've figured that all out. We provided a complete architecture blueprint and worked closely with the architect, the product architect and vice president called Surya Sagi, who's presented the case with us yesterday. Right. And we're just proud of this particular case.
This is something that is deployed.
It is going to be announced. It is in... They should be announcing this, right? So I shouldn't be announcing anything before.
No, but this is the pre-announcement. This is in the spirit of seeing where the cloud is going.
Exactly. So it is a real, soon-to-become live solution. It is public already in terms of the content. There's Volley.com website. So you should know us, Impetus, as people who can architect and deploy that kind of large, complex applications on the cloud. And the angles that are there are fault tolerant, vendor agnostic, as in cloud vendor agnostic, right? Very large data, security, and all of those angles built in. And we had to do a lot of custom work as well that was really not there in terms of the technology components for that.
No, it's a fantastic reference account. It sounds to me like you would be very well suited that the healthcare industry should be talking to Impetus, because that's another huge problem set that you would. It seems to me that your skill set as an organization would sit very nicely with healthcare.
Absolutely. So we have conventionally been a horizontal company with we're servicing multiple industry verticals. Financial, healthcare, retail, technology. Technology has been our sweet spot. And web and internet, all of these companies. So healthcare, we've done a lot of work with healthcare. McKesson is one of our major customers in terms of the software work we do for them. Right. So Walgreens has historically been a customer of ours. So we are familiar with the challenges in the healthcare industry. So we can definitely help with that for sure.
Any government stuff, or that's not one of the verticals?
Not one of the verticals we deal with.
It's not the thing.
If it's non-security cleared stuff, then we can probably help with it. Yeah.
So it's all that multiple levels of clearance. And what about the future? So we've got other verticals. We can keep going through those. Yeah. What does the future hold? Just growth that way, horizontal growth, different problems, different huge companies like Pitney Bowes.
For us personally, yes, absolutely. Many more large accounts such as Pitney Bowes and D&B and Intuit and those kind of companies. They are very large customers of ours currently, so we want to increase on that scale as well. And of course, we want to keep the technology diversity. We want to look at the next, we constantly at 2 or 3 years ahead of the market. So the next big data, the next cloud, what is that next technology wave? We're constantly working on that and innovating on that front.
Excellent. Now, if somebody listening to this interview wants to go to your website and check you out from there to see whether this is really true, where do we send them?
www.impetus.com.
It's that simple. You heard it from Anand himself. It must be true. Go and do it now, because if you have a large-scale problem set, these are the people really, it seems to me, you should be talking to. Thank you so much for joining us, Anand.
Thank you, Jeremy.
And thank you for watching this out there on the World Wide Web.